Hi folks, welcome back. Thank you for continuing my series on platform automation on Juniper devices. And today we'll be discussing about how to scale the configuration of the box with the help of on-box shell scripting. So the basic idea is like how we can leverage the capabilities of Junos to get this done. To start with, Junos. The Junos software is based upon FreeBSD Unix operating system, which has been hardened and which has been modified so that it can fit in a routing, or it can fit in a switching, or in a security platform. The good part of Junos is it has its own inbuilt Unix shell. And the idea about this series is how we can leverage the capabilities of this inbuilt shell, and how we can optimize our day-to-day routine. Scaling the box configuration. So scaling the box configuration is something quite often we face this challenge. So when I say it's a challenge, like I have to build a network with multiple static routes. I have to build multiple routing instances in a box. When I say routing instances, I'm referring as different interfaces, unique VLANs, unique route distinguishers, unique route targets, and calling different protocols under the corresponding routing instances. And assume I have to create multiple units for a corresponding interface. I have to create like 10K units. Then doing all these jobs manually, it's not a easy job, and it is pretty tiresome. So under such scenario, we should try to leverage the capabilities of the inbuilt shell, which we have with Junos. And I'm not limiting yourself with these examples. You can do like infinite jobs with the help of this shell. Let me quickly cover like a couple of samples. Okay, this sample configuration covers like how to create multiple static routes. So I just showcased like just creating like around like 50K of static routes, maybe in a blink of an eye. So here I've called two while loops. Basically, these are while loops called as nested loops, and there are two loops so that I can play around with two octets of the subnet mask which I have, the IP subnet which I have. And if you want to play around with multiple octets, maybe you have to go with multiple while loops. Let me quickly show a demo in my box. So this is a configuration which I have. This is a shell script which uses nested while loops, and I'm using the echo operator basically to create a set configuration which can be later used, and it can be merged with the existing configuration with the help of load set relative, the CLI operation which is available in Junos. Let me quickly create it in my box. Yeah, this is my box. Let me log into it. Let me log into the shell. I'm using cat operator to create the file. Let me make the script name as config gen. -1.sh. I'm just copying the content of this file, which I copied. So now all we have is script. So when I run the script, it echoes content which has been captured here. So what I would recommend is to redirect this content to a text file so that we can use it during load merge operations. Calling shell script, and I'm redirecting content to gen config -1.text. Yeah, so this is what it takes, like maybe a second, or maybe I would say worst case like 2 seconds to generate like 50K of lines. Let me quickly show you the content of this file. Yeah, so this is what we have. If you want to count the number of lines we have, let me quickly count it. yeah, we have around like 50K of lines of configuration which has been generated like in a pretty fast way. Let me quickly show a different example of creating multiple routing instances with the unique names and route targets and different values like the neighbors and route distinguishers and calling different IFLs under this corresponding VRFs. So I've used a simple while loop, and I'm using different couple of variables so that things I'll be able to play around with these values. Let me run this. I'll create a new file name called config.gen2.sh. Let me copy the content of this captured data. Let me run the script config-2 and redirect this content to a new file called genconfig2.txt. Now what we have is a new set configuration which can be used for building multiple routing instances. Yeah, all we have right now. So let me quickly show how to do a load batch. Just going to edit. I'm doing a load set relative followed by the file name. genconfig2.txt. So it takes a couple of seconds to do it. I'm just doing a rollback operation I'm doing a show pipe compare to show the difference. Yeah, so this is what we have now. We can build like multiple routing instances at a supersonic speed in this box, in any box. And you can basically leverage this content based on your current network operations, and you can tweak it so that you can get benefit out of it. Thank you, folks. Thank you for watching this series, and I'll be covering multiple more examples in the future videos. Thank you. Bye till then.